It was our guest who first flushed the problems of transsexuals into the open. Christine Jorgensen was born a male. She was described in her high school annual as a clever lad. Later, she became a private first class in the Army. Though outwardly a boy, Christine was sexually disturbed. The story of her later discovery and transformation electrified the world. It was the first chapter in a new outlook toward the transsexual phenomenon. And yet I can't believe that yours was the first operation of this type.
It wasn't, Joe. The first one was, I think, done somewhere in the area of 1926 or 27. There was a marvelous doctor in Germany called Magnus Hirschfeld, who started the whole investigation in our modern age, let's put it that way. Before that, there may have been others, but I know not of them.
Is this a legal operation in the United States yet?
Oh, yes. Oh, certainly. You know, they're doing it at Johns Hopkins now in Baltimore.
Heavens to Betsy.
Yes, and they're doing it at the University of Minnesota Medical School. They've done 5 cases, to the best of my knowledge, at University of California Medical School.
How many people in your particular predicament do you think there are today? I mean, not those who have successfully, assuming you have successfully bridged the gap, but how many are in that spot where they need this?
Well, I could only judge by what I heard from Johns Hopkins. When I was in Baltimore several weeks ago, Dr. Money and I did a television show together, and he's one of the doctors involved in Johns Hopkins. And he asked me if I thought I knew how many, and I said, I don't have the vaguest idea. And he said, according to his statistics, there should be 30,000 transsexuals of both sides in the United States.
To get it straight, a transsexual and a transvestite differ in that the transvestite is a dressing-up type of homosexual, and you don't claim to be a homosexual.
No, now
I should say you claim you're not a homosexual.
Well, an interesting point. If you say that if I was established and accepted by society for the first 26 years of my life as a male, then my emotional feelings during that period toward another male had to be considered a homosexual emotion in the eyes of society, although I never saw it that way in my own eyes. But again, Joe, may I correct something which has been is very startling, I think, that a transvestite, they have proven statistically that 99% of them are heterosexual. Now, this is even more interesting than ever.
I mean, men who dress up in women's clothing are really, by the world's standards, normal sexually?
That's right. It's a very interesting case.
Well, how can that be normal, though, to want to go around that way?
Well, it's hard to say what's normal, but...